Well, g'day metal railroaders, and just taking a look at my farm scene, there is definitely something missing from that. I just have to kind of figure out what it is. Well, maybe you guys can help me figure it out. Hold on.
Okay.
Good day, model railroaders.
This is my mom. Just thought you guys would want to meet her by now. Okay, so we have lots and lots of cows. Nice dairy farm going on here, but we seem to have a bit of a problem. The cows can go anywhere they want, including on the tracks. That's probably not a good thing. So we're gonna have to find a way to contain these little guys and put a fence up. So, scratch building a fence. Well, let's take a look at how we're gonna do that. Hold on. Okay, so scratch building a fence. First thing I think I'm really gonna need is some measurements. How long I'm gonna make the fence and where I'm gonna put it. So I know I need a little piece back here. We'll say, just for argument's sake, I'm gonna make a one-piece fence. One panel. About three fingers long. How's that for a measurement scale? But the other thing I'm thinking of here is I could just use string and that'll give me a rough measurement of what I want to do. Now, to mark that, because I don't want to cut my string, right here's to the end. Mark it with a black marker. And I don't know, should I put one through the water? Probably wouldn't hurt, eh? So I'll probably turn it, bring it down straight. If I can grab a hold of it again. And we'll make it that long right there. So there we go. I got my measurement. Now it's time to head upstairs and see how I can figure something out on how to make a chain link fence. Well, a chain fence. A wire fence? I'm not sure what you would call that, but hey, let's go upstairs and figure it out. See you in a minute. Okay, scratch building a fence for some cows. So we're gonna get set up here on the work table. And things that we're going to need are some steel screening. Oh, aluminum screen. So that should make it a little easier to cut. We're going to need our string with the measurement on it. So that helps out. And some of these barbecue skewers that I've dipped in a stain. But a lot of them have come out kind of gray looking, but that's okay. Weathered, right? So that's what we're gonna need. So let's start getting into her. Okay, so I'm using the aluminum screening. So this is for like window screens. But the first thing I noticed is when I started cutting it, hopefully it shows up on camera, I'm getting little metal slivers flying all over the place. So I'm gonna take this outside to cut it. Now I'm thinking an average fence to hold in animals would be about 4 feet high. So I'm going to find that trusty scale ruler of mine and try to cut this 4 feet high. So when I come back in the house, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so first thing I'm going to try to do is cut a nice even side to this. And then just normal everyday scissors. Try to follow the lines. So when I get this piece cut 4 feet high for a fence, I'll show you guys what it looks like. But I do recommend taking this stuff outside. Little metal slivers fall into the carpet. Those will find your toes later on, and that will not feel good. So, talk to you in a minute. Okay, so I took the screen outside and got that cut. Just used a normal pair of scissors and lined it up. There's my mark for my first fence. And I don't have enough to complete the second fence, so I'm going to have to cut some more. So, what I'm planning on doing with this now is these barbecue skewers that I got all stained up. We're going to stick them in like this. I'm going to leave about an inch at the bottom because my layout's got the 2-inch foam base. We're going to cut them right there at the top. And I'm going to cut a bunch of these, and then I'm going to try to place them about yay far apart. And that should make our fence. So hold on, let me get these cut. Okay, so I got one of these chopper boards and I always wondered what I was going to use it for. So this seems to be a good time. So I want all these posts to be the same length. So slide that in like that. Oh yeah, that is nice. Look at that. See how easy that was? This chopper thing might just pay for itself. Just watch your fingers doing this. Oh, this is pretty. And they're all going to be the same size. They're all going to be cut nice and flush. Perfect. Okay, see when I get them all cut. Okay, so I got a bunch of these all cut for myself. So what I'm going to do is take some Krazy glue. And I'm going to glue them all about that far away from each other, keeping this part here at the top to the top of the fence. Now, any fence that you see on a farmer's field, they're pretty close, but they're random. So we'll go through, glue all those done. Glue all those done. Okay, proper English now. So we'll get all these glued on there, let them dry a bit. Then we'll take them down to the layout and see how it looks. Hold on. So I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but Krazy glue is supposed to stick to anything and everything. So take a bit, put it on there. Using the ruler, not the way it's supposed to be used, obviously. Just for a rough spacing. Hold it down on there. And these placemats you can get at the dollar store. The back of them is a lot smoother. The other side's rough, so that's why I've got this one flipped over. I know somebody was going to ask that. And I use the lid for the Krazy glue to push on it, just so my fingers aren't getting stucked. Push for a bit and then move it around so it's not getting stuck to the mat. And then move on to the next one. They say one drop goes a long way. I don't know, I'm spreading it on pretty thick, so. Okay, so that's how we're doing it. Now I'll see you when we get downstairs and we're all done up. Back in a bit. Okay, so the last thing I did with the Krazy glue is I flipped the fence over and then I put Krazy glue on the tops also just to see if it would secure it a little bit more. But we'll take this downstairs and put it on the farm scene and see how it looks. Okay, so we're going to start at the barn, work our way around the grass, static grass, make ourselves over to the pond, and see how much fence we got to get back in there. Okay, hold on, let's try this. So guys, the finished product doesn't look all that bad. See how close I can get you. So a couple more spots to do, finish this side over here. Get that back to the bridge. Get the small piece done in behind the barn. And I know you guys are saying, what, no gate? Well, the gate's through the barn. Take the cows through there, out the back, and into the loading pens. So one part at a time, but there's the fence. Said and done. Alright, talk to you later, guys. Bye for now.